You know what else isn't being said enough? How great a job Josh Heupel's done. Saying, JD, we talk about Josh Heupel a lot. What do you mean? He's got Tennessee in a good spot to have a go at another college football playoff berth. Now, they got to play Oklahoma. They got to handle Vandy, which is a new thing for SEC teams to think about when they look at their schedule. But think about the conversation we were having when Nico Iamaleava decided to transfer away from Tennessee. And then they get Joey Aguilar from UCLA. G5 Joey Aguilar had not played a snap of Power 4 football, much less in the SEC. We were all saying, man, if they could win 9 games, build Josh Heupel a statue. A lot of Tennessee fans that I know, I was talking to them, talking about punting on the season to a certain extent. Not in the sense that you're down to not make a bowl game, but the idea was, hey, good for Coach Heupel standing his ground and setting a precedent. Whatever we go this season, we go. But if we can win 9 games, I mean, he's the freaking man. Build him a statue. Guess what now? Tennessee, I think, is poised to win at least 9 games. That's my take on this. We'll unpack all that right now. Before we do that, though, make sure you're subscribed right here to the On3 YouTube channel. Tennessee fans have had a lot of y'all get dialed into this show, and we appreciate you for it. Y'all are one of the first fan bases to jump on the bandwagon when this show got to On3. So if you're not yet subscribed, love to have y'all. Appreciate y'all in advance for being locked in. Let's just go ahead and compare what Josh Heupel has allowed Joey Aguilar to do without spring practice relative to what Nico did a year ago. Well, Nico last year threw for 19 touchdowns. That is including the college football playoff game. Right now, at the halfway point in the college football season, Joey Aguilar has thrown 14 touchdowns. Okay, so there's some runway there, Joey, to blow that number out of the water. I'm not knocking Nico. Those are just what the numbers say. Nico last year finished 8th in the SEC in passing. Currently, Tennessee has the number 1 passing offense when it comes to yards. And oh, by the way, Josh Heupel also, just for good measure, has said, no, we're going to make sure we still run the football at the best level in the SEC. They are currently leading the SEC in rushing yards. That's after they lost their leader in Cooper Mays, and they lost the SEC Offensive Player of the Year in Dylan Sampson. So as much as you want to give credit to Josh Heupel for Joey Aguilar and his success, and that definitely deserves to be the case, look at the way that he's just re-racked the offense in general and improved the production from what they had a year ago, from a team that made the college football playoff. Now, some of this, and we said it last year, I'll say it again, some of this is the way he's calling it relative to the defense that he has now. Last year, that defense, top 10, top 5 in college football. Right now, Tennessee is a little bit dinged up on the defensive side. Secondary has been beaten up. Defensive line hasn't been what it was last year. That happens when you lose a first-round pick in James Pierce. So I'm not knocking Tennessee. I'm just making sure we understand the shape-shifting ability of Josh Heupel to be able to be explosive and score points the way they have. This was always what he could do. Now, I think he's able to do it better because of Joey Aguilar and his personality with, like, fudge it. Mike Matthews down there somewhere. Eyes closed. Chris Brazzell, go get it. And it's not quite that careless, but it's the same kind of approach that I think you need to run Josh Heupel's system effectively and push the ball vertical. Yes, I'm being tongue-in-cheek when I say close your eyes and Chris Brazzell's down there, but the point stands. Nico wasn't doing that. Nico a little bit careful with the football, and then when he would pull the trigger, they weren't connecting on those deep passes, which was a massive missing ingredient from Josh Heupel's offense and what they did in 2022 and why you're seeing them be successful right now. So let's zoom out a little bit here. This is the complementary football that we all signed up for with Josh Heupel after that 2022 season. Now, Joe Milton was not terrible, but it wasn't the product you thought you'd get. Nico, again, not terrible, made the college football playoff, won 10 games, but not the product you thought you'd get. I think that over the course of the next however many years that Josh Heupel's in Knoxville, I think for a very, very long time, I think your offense will be a lot closer to this than it was the last couple of years. Okay? Like, I think what you have now at quarterback and the process you got to have this guy at quarterback, seeing Joey Aguilar miss spring practice, then step into this spot and look awesome. Yes, you give Joey Aguilar a ton of credit. You give just as much credit to Josh Heupel and the way he's calling it and the way that he elevated Joey Aguilar. So my point in all this is, I think in modern college football, especially the SEC, we're going to have a lot of really wide open years. I don't think you're going to see a lot of teams go unscathed throughout the SEC. It's going to be about getting your at-bats in the SEC. Hey, we got a team this year. We got a quarterback this year. Yeah, it's a gauntlet. It's a gauntlet for everybody. We're going to 9 conference games. But we feel good about our quarterback. We feel good about our offense. In most games we play, we got an at-bat here. This is an at-bat kind of year for us if we're Tennessee. And even if we're not competing for the conference title, we're good enough to be a team that can get into the college football playoff, especially when they expand this thing to like 37 teams, whatever they're going to here in the future. Different conversation for a different time. Joey Aguilar and what he's done this year is a testament to Josh Heupel's ability to put quarterbacks in position to be successful. And I wonder a little bit, we're talking pre-show, myself and Caden Smith, I wonder a little bit if Joey Aguilar and his success from the transfer portal, getting a proven commodity from the portal, I wonder if at all, maybe just maybe Tennessee and Coach Heupel say, that worked out pretty well. I think it was like darn near half the teams in the college football playoff a year ago had a portal quarterback. Hendon Hooker, we got him from the portal. I wonder if the success with the portal quarterback doesn't maybe improve the appetite just a touch of what Tennessee wants to be going forward at the quarterback position. I'm not speaking anything less of George McIntyre or throwing any shade at Jake Merklinger. I'm just begging the question. Is it maybe a new route you consider more closely because of the success of Joey Aguilar? Because if Josh Heupel can do that with a quarterback that played at the G5 level and never had a snap in the SEC, and he's out here snapping like that, leading the SEC in passing, top 3 in America in points per game, I think that should be considered a little bit more closely when it comes to future teams. So Josh Heupel, say what you want about this year and re-racking expectations of, well, now we got to make the playoff. Now can we beat Bama and get to 10-2 again? Like, that's all fair conversation to have now. But before the year, it was like, can we win 9 games? 8 feels like a fair number. Josh Heupel did it, man. If you're going to build a statue for 9 games, get the cement out, get the copper out, whatever you're building that statue with, because he has, in fact, elevated this offense to be in a better spot than where it was a year ago, and did it with a quarterback that missed spring practice and hadn't played in the SEC ever. It is what it is. Hey, if you're a Tennessee fan, you probably are within driving distance of Nashville, I like to think. Good news for you. The Titans playing the Pats this weekend, and the Whataburger truck is going to be there. So I would recommend October 19th, this Sunday, get out there, Tennessee versus New England, whether you're cheering for the Titans or whether you're rolling with the Patriots. More power to you. Make sure you drop by the Whataburger truck during your tailgate when you're at the game. Get ready to bring home the W early with a hot, fresh Whataburger in hand, and no matter who comes out on top, you take your team to Whataburger, you know you feel like a winner with food made fresh and hot every time, 24/7. See you at the game. See you at the Whataburger. For our Vols and Titans fans, make sure you're locked in at that truck. It'll be a good time. Make sure you're there.